2803 Delta 14-inch bandsaw, and what I want to do is I want to install one of those riser blocks right here. Now I looked online and there's a whole bunch of them, and they range from $300 all the way down to $120 for a kit. I bought the $120 kit because I did look, and it looked as though there were some people who found that worked. So this is the kit. We're gonna take this thing apart and see if it works. Let's go. My resaw currently is 6.5 inches is generous. It's probably more like 6. And so with a 6-inch riser, I'm hoping that I'll be at 12 inches. It does come with a blade, and it's a 3/8 blade. I don't know what the teeth per inch are on it, but it isn't a great blade. It's kind of obvious by the metal. This saw, apparently it says that it'll run a 3/4 inch blade. From all the research that I've done though, it is not recommended. A 5/8 is as big as you want to go for resawing, so I'm gonna get a good 5/8 blade and throw it on here as well. So yeah, I've got this off by the way, which is why I'm touching it. Very good, let's do it. So now I got the blade off, which is pretty straightforward. Over here, I removed there's a tiny little Allen wrench on the other side, Allen key size, 4 millimeters. Undid that, and then this slides. Now this won't be able to slide right out just yet, because of course I have to take and raise this whole section before I do that. You're going to have, on mine it's kind of weird, I had a flat screwdriver down here, and then I've got like a 9/16 up here. So I'm going to undo those, take off this little guide. This guide is plastic, the new one comes as metal, whatever. And then the only other thing you need to do, like literally there's very little to do here. You're going to undo this bolt in here. Once you undo this bolt, this top part is going to become a little bit of a bear, I'm imagining. And so get some help, get somebody to give you a hand to lift it off, put your block on, bolt it in, and hope everything all lines up. So I just undid this bolt, and it's still hanging on here, and it's really just those 2 little pins that are in there that are holding this on. So I'm gonna take and do this carefully and just lift this top off. We'll find out how heavy this is in a second here. Or if they painted it after they put it together. Yeah. All right. So now this is good. We got the pinholes. Now we're gonna see if the pinholes actually line up. Lines up. This is the moment of truth right here. Oh, is it going to fit? It is not. These pins don't line up with the holes in the bottom of this. So there's 2 ways I can do this. I can either knock these pins out and then I can put in new ones to match up with these holes. That doesn't make any sense. Or I can drill new holes in this. That makes sense. I'm gonna take a marker and I'm gonna color on here and make it wet. You can also use paint. And then I'm gonna color and make a marker on here, keep it wet. Then I'm gonna take this, line it up really nice, and put it on. And it's going to transfer that little bit of marker, a little bit of paint, onto this, and I'll know where to drill. So, easy, easy. drilled the holes, I put it on, it wasn't straight. I had to take it apart, re-drill holes to line it up, and I made the holes a little bit sloppy so that it kind of floats a little bit so that I could tighten it up. And with the tightness of it, there's no way I'm gonna get any movement here. But yeah, all in all, I think if you figure you can buy this kit for $100 or $120 and you can say to yourself, yeah, I'll just bolt it on. You won't. You're gonna be drilling holes likely. And if you have to be drilling holes and messing with it the way I did, the time that it took me, I would have been better off to buy the $200-300 one and just like bolt it on and call it a day. Because yeah, it's lost wages, right? When you're not when you're having to do little mess around stuff. So anyway, all told, I'm happy. We're gonna get this bolted in. I'll put the guard back on, and then we'll give it a try in the next few minutes. Alright, so we're all done. We've got the block in, drilled the holes, bolted it all together, everything lines up, the blade, everything's just perfect, and this is now 12 inches, which is what I wanted. That is super sweet. The only thing that I had to do that was a little bit modifying was I had to cut a piece out of this to make this door close properly. I had to grind a piece out right here because this bolt is, I guess is different on other saws. So I had to grind that out to make it fit. And of course, like I already mentioned, the pins didn't line up on this, and so I had to re-drill those holes. All told though, I would say it was a pretty easy installation, even with the problems that occurred. It literally would have been like a 15-minute install if all the pins lined up, but because the pins didn't line up, it ended up being about an hour and a half of sort of messing around and yeah, right on. Okay, I forgot, there's one more thing that I have to do here. This is the thing I've been looking forward to doing, and that is, in here, not 93.5 anymore. I have to write down. I gotta get a new marker. 1, 0, 5. Oh my goodness, I need a new marker. But the idea is 105 inches, that's the new saw blade size. Ooh, yeah.